You're currently lying to yourself. Maybe about your job, maybe about your life, anything. But I know you are. Probably you're lying about why the hell are you scrolling through this video now. Your brain is a world-class con artist, and his favorite victim is you. Welcome to the history of cognitive dissonance. The only reason you haven't had a total breakdown until now. In 1954, a man named Leon Fischinger flattered a cult that believed that the world would end by December 21st. The followers quit their jobs, gave away all the money. The clock struck midnight, and nothing happened. The world was still there. The logic suggests that they should feel stupid when they went home, but they didn't. They started polarizing even harder. They claimed that their own faith has saved the world. They didn't fix their mistake, they fixed the feeling. And this is where we realize there's something called cognitive dissonance. It's the art where we decide to burn the map just to refuse the fact that we actually lost.
Each subject's assignment to turn each of the wooden pegs a quarter turn to the right, then to start over and turn them again and again and again until the experimenter tells him to stop. It is the most boring and fatiguing task we could devise. Our purpose was to provide each subject with the same dull job so each would have a similar negative experience. In order to obtain the scientific data we need, we use a little subterfuge and say we're studying motor performance. Afterward, they will be told the truth.
Okay, that's fine. Let me tell you now what we're actually studying here. It's the effect of preparatory mental set on performance. Half of the subjects are doing the job cold, just as you did. The rest of the subjects are prepared by being told that the experiment will be very interesting and enjoyable. In fact, lots of fun. Now I have a somewhat unusual request to make of you. The next subject is waiting right outside, but the fellow who ordinarily gives the spiel isn't here. I wonder if you could possibly take his place. As a matter of fact, we figure we'll be needing someone in the future, so I'd like to offer you a $20 retainer and have you remain on call for us. Would that be all right?
$20? That'd be fine.
We'd like to give you $1 as a sort of a retainer and have you remain on call with us. Would that be all right with you?
Yes, that'll be all right.
So we'd like to offer you a retainer of $20.
We divide the group. Half will get $20 to tell someone the dull task is interesting. The other half get $1 for the same job. They all agree to tell an obvious lie.
Okay, thank you very much. The next subject is waiting right outside.
Fistinger once paid two groups of people, one $20 just for a lie, and one he paid just $1. It's a very boring task just to force them to lie. The $20 group just lied and they went away with it. However, the $1 group is the interesting part, where they had to reforge reality in their own way just to justify the fact that they lied just only for $1. Their brain had to change reality just to protect their ego. And if you ever defended a 3-hour movie just because you paid $25 for the popcorn, welcome to the $1 club, because you're not a movie critic, you just defended the movie just for an overpriced bag of corn. Why did evolution give us this? Because a creature who thinks that he's a walking contradiction is a creature that will stop hunting. If you realize the full weight of your daily hypocrisies, the clothes you wear, the food you eat, your morals that you claim you have, versus life, you would really will not be able to get out of bed. Well, cognitive dissonance is your ego immune system. It's the delete button for the truth. Okay. Let's talk about a classic textbook example about this. The smoker effect. Belief says with a smoker, I want to live a longer life. I want to live a long, happy life. The action he actually does, he smokes 1 pack of cigarettes a day, which causes cancer. Boom. Dissonance. Tension is unbearable. According to theory, you only have 3 ways to fix this. Option 1. Change the action. Quit smoking. This is actually the hardest option because it's merely hard to quit habits that you normally do day to day. This action now matches the belief. Tension released. Option 2, which is the most common. Keep on smoking and deny the signs. This is what normally most people do while they're smoking. They tend to falsify the science to seem that they understand more than the scientists. For example, my grandpa smoked and he lived until he was 90. They deny reality to protect the habit. Option 3. Add a no cognition. This is by far as common as the option 2. That the person will say, I agree, smoking kills, smoking is bad, but it actually relieves my stress, which is also bad for me. So it's basically, but wait, is it? Or you're just lying to yourself, saying it is. We tend to do a lot of mental gymnastics just to avoid just telling the truth, and that's the reality. One of the other examples is the buyer remorse. You buy a car that is too expensive just to release the tension that's on your shoulders just to get anywhere you want. But start getting very obsessed on reading reviews that is actually positive towards your car just to validate your choice. It is sour grapes. You get rejected from a job you really wanted. 10 minutes later, you'll just tell your friends, this would have been terrible anyway. You devalue these things just to keep your ego apart from facing the reality that maybe you just made a bad choice. The crucial takeaway is, actually cognitive dissonance isn't your enemy. It's your defense system. Feeling cringe, that's the time that your brain starts to defense, to take away the mistakes so you will not feel too remorsed. The desire to explain away a mistake. But in this case, you're on a fork in a road. You either double down, lie to yourself just to stay comfortable, or you admit to your mistake and embrace discomfort. That's your belief. Sadly, most people always choose path 1, while growth always happens on path 2. But the scary part in 2025 is we have a problem. Because here now in 2025, we are lacking the need to be able to see when we are having a biased cognitive dissonance or any other kind of biases, because it's interfering with the human development. Many people that you already know, they have some kind of existential cognitive dissonance that they are doing in the world. So what I want to do is I want you to start to read more, to educate yourself on your free time, because the more you know, the less cognitive dissonance that you will have. You will learn that your way is a mistake, and once you realize that you have an actual mistake, you will start to change, because you already identified the problem, and it's a step 1 of problem solving is identifying the exact problem. Where is it? So that's it. Just go now, make a schedule for reading, learn something new today. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.